Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in for video 4 this week. So we're going to finish up with some of our medical abbreviations from chapter 6. So we scroll down to chapter 6, chart 1. Okay, we'll bring up this chart right here, right? Medical abbreviations. So we left off with autonomic nervous system where we watched a crash course video kind of outlining what it is, what it does. It went a little in depth, but I just want you to know that the two branches are the sympathetic and parasympathetic. And it controls all of our automated actions in our body. ANT, this is for anterior. If we have, say, an ante-room, A-N-T-E, this means before. So anterior means before or front. So it's the front side of our body is anterior, ante. AP, these are capital because it's a vital sign. Okay, so it's a pulse. It's an apical pulse. All right, an apical pulse is not palpated, right? If you take a radial pulse, which is the pulse where you feel your wrist right there, okay, you can palpate a carotid pulse, which is in your neck. But an apical pulse has to be taken with a stethoscope, okay? All right, so an apical pulse means that you're taking it from the apex of the heart, which is where it kind of comes to a point down here. And you would place the stethoscope over that part of the heart to listen. Okay, so you can listen to how the heart is beating. You can also listen to the rate of which it's beating. You can have some margin of error when you're palpating because you have your own pulse in your own body that could potentially interfere with you feeling the pulse of somebody else's body. So an apical pulse is a very it's a very good measure of measuring somebody's pulse or how fast their heart is beating. Approx, this is short for approximately. Okay, means about. Okay, aqua, this is aqueous, water-based. If you've ever taken chemistry, you can have solids, you can have liquids, gases. Some solutions could be aqueous. That is abbreviated as AQ or aqua, meaning water. All right, ARC, this is AIDS-related complex. It's kind of an outdated term for when you're exhibiting the signs and symptoms of HIV, but you haven't quite been diagnosed with HIV yet. So they used to call that, AIDS-related complex. ART, this is an accredited records technician where you keep track of medical records. AS, capital A, capital S, this is left ear. So remember the Mickey Mouse ears, right? The D, if it looks like the D, okay, that means that it's the right ear, okay? And then if it doesn't, well, that would be the left ear. I don't have a better one for you. That's just what my students have come up with, all right? As tolerated. So you can give medications where maybe it's important for them to have more of it, but it may be really hard on their digestive tract, maybe really hard on their cardiovascular system, and maybe their dosage depends on how much they can actually tolerate. So tolerate is put up with. How much can they deal with? That sort of thing. ASA, this is really common in medicine, a really, really common abbreviation. It means aspirin. Okay, like your child has a headache, you give them baby aspirin, like Bear. But aspirin is acetylsalicylic acid. Acetylsalicylic acid. That is the name of the molecule, chemical wise. But ASA is aspirin. In my medical charting for my patients on the ambulance, if I type in aspirin, nothing will pop up. But if I type in ASA, then I can put in their chart that they take aspirin. So this is where medical abbreviations will become a part of your routine life. All right. And then ASAP. This one is pretty well known. As soon as possible, right? As soon as you can. Okay. All right. Okay. So The ASCVD, the arterial sclerotic vascular disease. Okay, so arterial, let's break this down. Okay, well, cardiovascular disease is a disease of the heart and the blood vessels of your body. Cardio means heart, vascular means pertaining to your blood vessels. Okay, arterial sclerotic, this is pertaining to the arteries, the hardening of the arteries. So arterial is artery, and then sclerotic means hardening. So this is a disease in the heart and the vascular system where the arteries have hardened. Okay. All right. So the rest of this chart I want to put onto another video, but we'll pick up with ASHD on the next video.